Dogecoin holders, we got to be talking about Dogecoin because today we're going to get a decision if we're going to see a Dogecoin spot ETF go live. Absolutely massive news, as well as some potential trade setups for Doge that I've been eyeballing. We got to be talking about this. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into this video. All right, guys, we're going to start off here over on Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say it is probably a good time to be looking for trade entries right about now. Not financial advice. Gotta say not financial advice, guys. That's just the world we live in, right? But we saw a rate cut yesterday, and we know that we should be expecting another at least 2 more rate cuts in Q4, which is only October, November, December. And it's going to create an environment that is very, very bullish for risk-on assets. It's very favorable because there's more money that is wanting to be deployed because it'll be pulled out of the money market accounts because the dollar does not like rate cuts. The dollar performs more poorly whenever there's rate cuts. So people want to take their money out of their money market accounts because they're getting paid out less, and they want to deploy it into more riskier assets or just into the market in general. And where does that usually tend to go towards? Well, to risk-on assets. The lower the interest rates, the more money will flow to the riskier and riskier and riskier assets. So, what's a risky asset? What is a risk-on asset? The riskiest of them all? Well, guys, that would be meme coins, and so we're going to be talking about Doge. So, looking at Dogecoin right now, we are looking pretty nice. I like how Doge's chart looks here on the daily time frame. We have just been in this crazy, crazy bullish uptrend for really back since October of 2023, which is crazy because it's almost been 2 years, guys. Insane. And we've just been slowly grinding up, and it's not been an easy battle. I mean, you just look at this. It's not been easy if you've been holding Doge over time, but all in all, it's been heading up, and the bullish trend line is still intact. And guys, if you watched my Dogecoin video from, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said, hey, if we start to break above this level here at 25 cents, I'm looking for a long. And I got in a little bit of a scalp. I took some profits. I already closed the trade. It happened back when we initially broke out here around, what was it, the 12th, the 11th, a few days ago, really. And I'm out of my position. But, guys, I was saying, if we start to close above 25 cents, I expect continuation of the upside. And I will say I still expect continuation of the upside, especially looking at the daily time frame here. If we see this close around, if we see this close around 30 cents, I expect a test of probably this region up around here where we initially broke down around 35 cents. And after that, guys, there's not much holding us back to really ripping and roaring and getting into true, frothy euphoria territory. And I think that there was a lot of gains to be had once you start to make that way towards that area. And if you can get in before that, before you get to the pure euphoria, when the trade setups are kind of coming to you, for example, like when we broke out of here, and really, if we would have came down and tested a little bit lower, I would have definitely levered up and made a much larger long position. But regardless, breaking out a little bit of move to the downside, if we can reclaim this and flip this as support here, I would expect to see that we're like the trade is coming to you, and you're getting ready for a potential move to test that euphoria stage. A nice little swing long trade for the rest of 2025. Now, it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm not telling you guys to open this trade. I'm just telling you guys how I'm viewing this market and the different trades that I've been in. I'm still in a crow coin long, a swing long. I've been high leverage scalping Pepe. I did a little bit of a scalp on Dogecoin about a week ago, and I'm really just waiting for these trades to come to me. And it's an interesting time because right now, not all altcoins are created equal, like it was back in 2021 and 2017. Now, maybe that will change when we get into altcoin season, but if my thesis is correct, I don't think that it will change that much. I think that there will be outliers that are like the market leaders, like Solana, for example, and SWI. But then when it comes to meme coins, I think it'll be the same situation. I don't think that any $100,000 market cap meme coin is going to have the same pumpability, if you will, as say like Pepe or Doge or Shiba Inu, like coins that actually have attention, right? A lot of people paying attention to them. But guys, right now, I would be looking for a long here, especially if we close above like 29 cents, 30 cents. I think that'd be very bullish because, guys, let's be honest here. you look at this and it is like, you zoom out here, the curvature is pretty beautiful here on this. Like the trend is just increasing the upside. And I do want to emphasize, obviously talk about some invalidations here. We are having a red dot on market side for the momentum wave, indicating we probably need to curl down just a little bit here. And that's absolutely fine. Like we could chop sideways here, because if you look at this as well, like you can see that the volume is getting smaller and smaller. And usually that's an indication that we're getting ready to see a larger move play out. But regardless, we're moving into Q4. Trading on the short-term time frames, like scalping at this level right here, is not that attractive to me. But I do think that entering a potential long here with a very tight stop loss, you probably could catch a pretty nice gainer to the upside. Now, it's not financial advice. Not financial advice. Just telling you guys how I'm seeing it. But if you guys do want to trade, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. We have a $100,000 deposit bonus to BitToNext, as well as $10 for free when you sign up. As well as on Blowfin, we have a 10% trade rebate and a $5,000 sign bonus. Guys, take advantage of these affiliate links. They really help support this channel, and there's a lot of lucrative rewards to be taking advantage of if you're already a trader, or if you want to learn how to trade. They've got demo accounts as well. I think that every trader and investor should have as many tools in their toolkit as they can, and I think that leverage is a very, very useful tool if you know how to use it, okay? So looking at this, Doge is at rank 8 right now. We're up about 15% in the past 7 days, about nearly 4% in the past 24 hours. Guys, like, the market's catching a little bit of a bid in the after hours after Jerome Powell cut the interest rates by 0.25, softening the market in a good way. People are going to get excited. Money's going to start flowing around. And guys, people are excited. You know, we could be seeing this Dogecoin ETF go live tomorrow or today if you're not a member and you don't have early access to this video. I think there's probably a good chance that it does go live. I think that we're starting to see the politicians really push for crypto regulation, for really just solidifying crypto as a safe asset, if you will. And obviously, just because an asset is safe doesn't mean that it's not going to be volatile, but it means that it's going to stay, it's going to stick around. We're sitting at a $42.44 billion market cap. All-time high this cycle is about $66 billion. And keep in mind, guys, Dogecoin has a very high inflation rate. So we are fighting that. So if you were thinking about $1, $2 Dogecoin, you want to see that play out much sooner rather than later, because the longer it takes, the more liquidity it will take to get to those price levels, okay? So keep that in the back of your mind. Do I think $2 is possible? I do. I think it's possible if the market gets extremely frothy, which if we keep seeing these rate cuts go, and you couple that with Q4 2025, it's wintertime. Crypto performs well in the winter. It's the fourth and final phase of the bull market cycle. It could get really crazy here, guys. So Bitcoin's at about 117,000 right now. ETH is rallying in the after hours after the FOMC meeting today. And Bitcoinomics is slowly kind of breaking down, but it's nothing to write home about just yet. I would be patiently waiting until we move into probably like mid-October before we start to see this really break down, like see that really true flush out and the true altcoin season that we've all been talking about for literally years at this point. You know, the thing that everyone's been calling, all the crypto influencers have been saying, altcoin season, every time that ETH makes a little bit of a move to the upside. I'm guilty sometimes of doing that, but I've been calling for a while, and I don't think that it's been going to be playing out until Q4. And, well, guys, Q4 is right around the corner here, and I think that we should be getting ready for that. And Bitcoin as well looks very nice here. I'd like to see this daily candle closure above 116,000. That being said, I have to say it. We're in the fourth and final phase of this bull market. It's very trappy, guys. It has been very, very trappy. It always is trappy in the fourth and final phase of the bull markets. And we got our bear trap. And right now would be a perfect time, maybe even just a little bit higher like this, would be a perfect time for a bull trap to follow out with a pressed all-time high. So even if this is a bull trap, I would not be surprised at all if we head to new all-time highs by the end of this year, and I'm betting on it, right? But guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you bullish on Doge? Do you think that Doge can go to $2 this cycle? Do you think that altcoin season is coming, or do you think that it's going to be these rate cuts are going to be sell the news events, going to weaken the economy? I'm very curious on what you guys have to say about that. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. I'll see you next one. Check out those affiliate links. Bye-bye.